The LG V20 user here, and today I will be talking about T-Mobile and Sprint here. So I'm on PhoneAway.com here, and today I'll be talking about the merger that was supposedly going to happen, but now it's official. T-Mobile and Sprint want to be merging, so T-Mobile will go its own way, and Sprint will go its own way, and we'll still have four major U.S. carriers here in the United States: Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. So that's why I took this out. I'm sure that you guys are excited about the merger did not go through, and I'm actually excited about it too because Sprint sucks ass. Yeah, so let's go check it out and see what they had to say about the merger talks being over and all that. Yeah, I was hoping over this and this shit came up. So Yeah, it says here, the other day, Sprint majority owner SoftBank had decided to end merger talks with T-Mobile and its majority owner Deutsche Telekom over which side would have the majority control of the combined firm. But T-Mobile lobbed in a last-minute counter-offer, and there was hope again that the deal would be salvaged. Instead, Sprint CEO Marcelo Claure said today in a joint statement with T-Mobile that even though no deal was reached, both Sprint and T-Mobile see the benefits to a combination of the two wireless operators. Nonetheless, Claure said that, in quote, we have agreed that it is best to move forward on our own, end quote. So Sprint's gonna go their own way and T-Mobile will go their own way. So no merger gonna be happening. So Boost number will stay the same, Metro PCS will stay the same, and etc. etc. And I'm sure a lot of people are excited about this. I am actually glad that there's no merger, because like I said, Sprint fucking sucks and shit. That's just my opinion, guys. Cause I had Beast Mobile a year and a half ago, and yeah, then Boost sucked at my house. Yeah. Says customers are cheering the failure of the deal to go through, since the result would probably be more price cutting amid the fierce competition in the industry. A merged T-Mobile Sprint would have been a major challenge to number 2 AT&T, and could have given Verizon a run for the top spot in a few years. With its hoard of 2.5 GHz high frequency spectrum, Sprint would have been a perfect fit for T-Mobile and its cast of low-frequency airwaves in the 600 MHz to 700 MHz bands. Now that nothing has changed, Sprint remains in a vulnerable position, having reported annual losses for 10 consecutive years. Yeah, no wonder why Sprint fucking sucks, because people are fucking leaving, people ain't getting your service. No wonder why Sprint fucking sucks. So you guys see right here. Annual losses for 10 consecutive fucking years. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, Sprint, you're dude. Sprint fucking sucks anyway, so I'm glad merger didn't happen. It says SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son has talked about spinning off a new company that would own the valuable spectrum as a way to unlock its value. So that part is very interesting. We'll see what happens with that, if anything ever happens with that. Here's a quote from Sprint CEO Marcelo Claure, and he says, quote, while we couldn't reach an agreement to combine our companies, we certainly recognize the benefits of scale through a potential combination. However, we have agreed that it is best to move forward on our own, end quote. So like I said, guys, T-Mobile will go its own way, Sprint will go its own way, Boost Mobile will stay the same, Metro PCS will stay the same, everything will stay the same, and they'll just do their own things and do their own things and stuff like that. So no merger's gonna happen, which I'm actually glad. Yeah, let's keep going. Since T-Mobile, on the other hand, is still the fastest growing and most innovative carrier in the States. while Deutsche Telekom would have preferred a deal, T-Mobile still has its unconventional CEO John Legere at the helm, ready to continue taking the fight to Verizon and AT&T. In my opinion, Verizon is the best, but it depends on where you live at, because where you might live at, T-Mobile might be the best and shit like that, or Sprint might be the best where you live at. So yeah, so new merger will be happening. So merger talks are over. So T-Mobile will remain T-Mobile, and Sprint will remain Sprint, and they'll do their own things separately, and they'll do their things and whatnot. And I'm actually kind of glad, guys, because like I said, I hate Sprint, you know what I'm saying? I had Boost Mobile for like a lot of years. I mean, I do like Boost Mobile in terms of like, like plans and phones and like that, but their service is fucking trash. Cause yeah. And T-Mobile, I was a T-Mobile customer back in 2009 for a few months. I had the Sharp Sidekick 2008. If you guys remember that phone on T-Mobile, the Sidekick 2008, that was a pretty cool phone. That phone was a fucking big ass phone at that time. It had like a 3.5 inch screen on there, whatever, or 3-inch display, whatever, something like that. And I had T-Mobile for a few months back in 2009, and my experience with T-Mobile was great. My experience with T-Mobile was great. I had no issues. The calls worked just fine, text worked fine, the internet worked great, and all that. And like a few weeks after I got the Sidekick or whatever, I switched to a BlackBerry Pearl 8100. That phone sucked. That phone was trash. I couldn't play YouTube videos on that phone. That phone was trash. I mean, it was BlackBerry. It was my first experience with the BlackBerry phone, and it was okay, but you couldn't watch YouTube or nothing like that. The display on the BlackBerry Pearl 8100 was terrible. That I don't even know what the display was. It was like a dude. The display was terrible on that phone. I had that phone for like a couple months, and it was an interesting phone. It was my first BlackBerry, and it was interesting. When I transferred over to the BlackBerry from the Sidekick, there was no issues. I called T-Mobile and they told me that would take 2 to 48 hours. The shit transferred over to the BlackBerry in like 5 minutes, so it took less than what they said it was gonna take. So my experience with T-Mobile was great, in my opinion. This was back in 2009, guys, when smartphones were just becoming that's when smartphones were just coming out, like Android phones and stuff like that. I had the Sidekick on T-Mobile and the BlackBerry Pearl 8100. I had like the burgundy BlackBerry and the black one and the white one. I had all three of them, so I was balling on that shit. The Sidekick was a nice phone. BlackBerry was an interesting OS. Yeah, my experience with T-Mobile was great. Like I said, I had T-Mobile for a few months back in 2009. Sprint, I don't like Sprint at all. I don't. I did have the service through Boost Mobile. Like I said, I like Boost Mobile. I like their plans and I like their phones. I got some of the phones I got is pretty nice. But the service is just fucking trash. I'm still a big Boost Mobile fan or whatever. I don't have the service anymore. I have better service now with Verizon, and Verizon is the best cell phone carrier I have ever experienced, obviously because the speed, the reliability, and all that. And Verizon works everywhere I go. I don't have no issues with Verizon at my house. I can get 4G LTE everywhere I go. Even for one bar service, I still get service with Verizon. And yeah, I get service. I get LTE everywhere I go at my house. Everywhere I go, in the area, I get LTE everywhere I go. I don't get no 3G, nothing like that. It's on LTE all the time. And Sprint, I can't say that. When I had Boost Mobile, I was on 3G the entire time. I had the LG Stylo. That phone had LTE and Sprint Spark and all that shit. But where I live, the service is not that great. I got 3G at my house the entire time. I got LTE here once in a blue moon. It would pop up for like a few minutes and it would switch back to 3. It would switch back to 3G. Yeah, I'm glad that this merger didn't happen, guys. Cause I'm sure that it would probably would shake the industry up a lot. And a lot of people are excited that this not go through. Like I do like this Sprint Mobile thing. That's what that's what gonna call it, Sprint Mobile, I guess. See it right there. That was actually that's actually pretty cool there. They took the T off the Sprint and slapped the T-Mobile T in there. So that's actually pretty cool in my opinion. I do like that. I don't know what this one will call it. I don't know if this one will call it Sprint Mobile or what. Or this one, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, and that's actually pretty interesting there. That's black and pink right there. Yeah, man, I'm glad that this merger did not go through, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the merger not happening. Are you guys happy that T-Mobile and Sprint didn't merge, or are you guys upset that they didn't merge? This is not the first time that they said that there's one to merge. They said that there's one to merge back in 2013, because I remember, because they've been talking about it for years now. They've been talking about it years now for merging T-Mobile and Sprint, but they still hasn't done it. And then they're not going to do it. And who knows if they'll merge? Who knows if they'll bring it up again? Who knows? I mean, it's not the first time that they said they've been talking about this shit for years now, and there's also been talking about Sprint merging with there's been back in 2013 it was talks about Boost Mobile and Red Mobile merging into Sprint Freedom. That never happened. I thought that ever happened, because I mean, if it ain't happened, it's never happening. So Boost Mobile will be its own thing, and Red Mobile is just a fucking shit fire in the ass. So Red Mobile is fucking dead. Red Mobile is just fucking completely dead. This whole iPhone thing, that's fucking just, they're losing customers out their ass. Red Mobile is, and I'm sure if T-Mobile and Sprint were to merge, I'm sure people would probably leave and go to AT&T or Verizon if the merger did happen. But good thing that the merger will not be happening, and who knows if it will be brought up again in the future. We'll have to wait and see about that, because you never know. Because like I said, they've been talking for a few years now talking about a T-Mobile Sprint merger. They've been talking about it since what, 2013 for this shit. So yeah, no merger's gonna happen. I'm happy about that. I'm sure that you guys are happy about that too. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys happy about it? You know what I'm saying? Because I am definitely happy about it, because I hate Sprint. I love T-Mobile. I had T-Mobile for a few months back in 2009, and it was great. Sprint sucked where I live at. Sprint sucks, period. Sprint just fucking sucks. If you guys want cheap service, that's one thing, but their service is trash. You get what you pay for here. So the cheaper your service is, the cheaper your plan is, the shittier your service will be. The more expensive your plan will be, the better your service will be, because Verizon is expensive and you get better service with Verizon and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm glad that this merger did not go through, and I hope this merger never happens, man. I hope it never happens, because that would probably be bad for the industry, because you'll have 3 major carriers instead of 4, but we still have 4 major carriers: T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about T-Mobile and Sprint not merging. The talks are over. They couldn't come to a deal. They said it was best for them to go their own separate way, and so we'll see. Yeah. So if you guys love this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out a lot. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.